Hello everyone! And today, we're back for another Loomian Legacy Showcase video. And in this video, we are showcasing Phagenaut, but not this Phagenaut. We are showcasing this Phagenaut. Basically, I don't have a Secret Ability Phagenaut, so unfortunately I am forced to use Dream Teams with this. But I am using Overcharged Phagenaut with Power Cuffs, Thunderstrike, Jolt, Magnify, and this last move could be anything. You could run Flash and Flee for momentum, but I'm running Rant so I can actually hit plant types, because this team doesn't look so hot versus plant types. So I'm running Rant so I can hit it after a Magnify, and those plant types that come in that usually wall Phagenaut get hit by an incoming Rant. Not to mention, it has pretty good synergy, and it can lower the range defense for any of my other teammates. The teammates I have around Phagenaut, I have Loomian, the Flash and Flee into this guy. I got Ursaros, who's just a fire type that hits very hard. Yes, I'm not running Blaze Rush with it, I'm running Burnup because I don't really have any hazard removal, so it's basically emergency hazard removal only. I got Wintrix with Goggles, who has Jetstream, Brain Freeze, Mud Spatter, and Icicle Traps. I got Dokomori with Sponge, Earthquake, Baneful Bash, Baffle, and I have Aqua Jaws instead of Icicle Traps so I can hit Earth types, because Phagenaut cannot hit Earth types, so I have Aqua Jaws as a backup. I got Solneka, who can Luster Loot, Lightspeed, Ray HP with Tradeful Plushie and Ferroblast. And I got Top as a Specialty Boots, Emergency Mudslide Remover, and just hard-hitting melee attacker that can also hit Earth types, which is very good for this. So, out of the way, let's see how Secret Ability Phagenaut does in battle. Alright, battle number 1 with Phagenaut, and this looks like an amazing battle for it! I can hit Celestine pretty hard. Ganderville isn't nice, and there's a lot of support Loomians on this team. So, that is something I am going to have to be very worried about. Although, it does look really good. There are no Earth types, so that is definitely something I could try to utilize. I need to get rid of Hazards. Hazards are a must-go in any situation. Also, that guy does not look nice. I can break Solneka for it. How do you do versus it? I think you're neutral, so I think you're fine. I'm really not good in the Cosmor. I mean, I could use you for momentum, but that's kind of it. And who do I lead with? I want to lead with something that could potentially damage this guy. Actually, I want to bring you so I can Jungle Jitsu, force you out. I just don't know what he's going to lead with. Is he going to lead with Gander, or is he going to lead with the other guy? I can't tell yet. Yeah, Wintrix does not look too good for this battle, so I'm not bringing that. And Dokomori, there are no electric types himself, so yeah. Dokomori's not really a good bring. So that will be what we do. We'll lead with you on the Gandervale lead. Well, I'm going to switch. Ooh, I don't want to lose my item. Is he going to predict the switch, is the question. Is he going to predict the switch? I don't really have a swap in either. Phagenaut's my best swap. He did not go for the immediate chase down. He will go for the Redemptive Strike turn 1, getting rid of my Power Cuffs, which is unfortunate, but it could be a lot worse. I still hit very hard, and nothing can switch in. Who can switch in? He has a Bonfino, but does Bonfino really want to come in? Even though it is a plant type, it doesn't resist Thunderstrike, it's neutral. So it's a 2-hit KO. Okay, he just goes for the Layer of Barbs. So that means he is a Clutch Plushie Ganderville. Well, we know that you are Clutch Plushie. I don't want to reveal that I'm Jolt, but I kind of have to in this situation, actually, because if I don't, he's going to get another Layer of Barbs up. But he could also predict it, is the thing. I don't think he's going to save Ganderville, because there is potential trap setting on the team. I don't know why he set up Barbs on Phagenaut. I don't know why he did that. Let's see what he does. Oh, no, he saw that I was Power Cuffed, so he probably knows that I'm not Teardown. So he probably knows that I'm not Teardown, then. He's trying to set up Hazards. What I need to do is I need to get Top into the game, somehow. Wobblisk comes on in. I am going to switch. That did a lot of damage. Considering I had no cuffs, that was kind of nuts. What the heck? That was kind of nuts. I'll go into Ursaros, and I'm going to try to limit the damage here. I'm going to... Do I get rid of the hazards, or do I just try to... I don't know. Oh, you predict. You have Earthquake on a Wobblisk. Well, I can't do that now. I'm gonna have to char claws and do damage. Well, that sucks. Sad is he is hasty wubbleless. Either that or he got lucky and hit his attack. I really don't want hazards up. I personally don't want hazards up. Tatsub's my only way to really get rid of it now, but he has Gandervale still. I hope he just sacks it, honestly. Landtorch comes on in, which will do decent chunk, despite being a quad resist. That did a lot of damage, despite being a quad resist. So we'll go Landtorch, and we'll go for a... We're just gonna double into Tatub. We're just gonna double into Tatub, honestly. We're just gonna double. We're gonna double into Tatub, because if we double into Tatub, he can't go into Bonfino or something. And I could try to get rid of the... I could try to get rid of the layer of barbs. I don't even care if he gets Banana Split Up. I just want to Mudslide Hazards. I want to Mudslide Hazards. I want to get rid of them. Hazards have to go. I'm doubling. I hope he doesn't make the predict, but I'm doubling. He now knows that I have Luminami in the back. This is going to be a tough battle, because he did get a layer of barbs up, and he still has Gandervale, whose Redemptive Strike will probably outspeed my Phagenaut, because it is pure smart. Yes, he did switch. Don't be Gander. Sally. I don't care, I'm mudsliding. Do I mudslide in this situation? Would he go Gandervale? He could go Gandervale. I think he's just going to sack it. I'm going to Jungle Jitsu. I want to get rid of those hazards. I just don't think now is the time. He's going to predict it, because he knows how much I hate hazards. So he's going to try to go Gandervale to predict the incoming mudslide. Yep, I knew it. I knew he was trying to predict that. Thank God I just Jungle Jitsu'd and KO'd the thing. So no more Redemptive Strike shenanigans. And he also can't immediately go into his other guy either. He immediately can't go into the other guy. So he just goes back Landtorch, trying to set up a little bit of momentum. I just go back Luminami. So I still have my 2 layers of hazard removal alive, but they are chipped, and they can't get HP back. So this team is weak to hazards. It's something I got to take into consideration. Spectral Burst will do no damage. I'm just going to Flash and Flea this time. I don't care if he goes into Bonfino. I'm Flash and Fleeing this time because I want to make it. So, yeah, I wasn't sure if he's going to predict the stay in this time. So, does Mystic Tone activate here, or does it activate on next turn? Mystic Tone activates Earthquake. Okay, good. Now I can Mudslide for free. I'm just going to Mudslide. I don't want these hazards up. And it's looking very good for Phagenaut later in the game. So we just go for an incoming Mudslide and not think about it too much. Yeah, we don't think about it too much. Mudslide, get rid of hazards. He could stay in, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm not worried about that. I don't think he has a swap in, so I think I'm in a pretty good situation. He might just stay in because he's forced to sack a Loomian, but I'm not here. I'm here to try to get rid of hazards. Hazards are very important to get rid of. So that's why I'm doing this. I don't think he has another air type, so that's why I'm doing this. He could have Bonfino still, and he could set up Banana Split, but I do have 2 forms of priority, I believe. Landtorch comes back in on the Mudslide. Let's go. No hazards. No hazards. Gone. Gone. Dunzo. Now, I'm going to go back into Luminami. It is kind of obvious, but I'm not worried about that. If he goes Celestine, I just stay in and I just go for another play. He did not make the predict. That's another Fire Breath. That's more chip damage. And Phagenaut's looking very good in this situation. If I get a Magnify off, it might just be able to win the game on the spot with a Magnify. Which is pretty insane if I can get it up. He switches again, back into Selly. Waba. Waba comes back in for... Well, we just go back Arceros. Why not? We just go back Arceros. There's nothing he can do against these two. Bring it Arceros in this time because that's so Celestine doesn't immediately jump in. I want him to go Landtorch. And what I need to do, it's going to be very interesting what he does. He is really not allowing Phagenaut to come into the game. He's not allowing Phagenaut in the game. So he has Waba. He has one more in the back. I have no clue what he has in the back. So Wobulus, Landtorch. Wobulus, Landtorch. Gandervale's dead. What was his other guy? I forgot. I forgot what his other guy was. So yeah, say goodbye, Wobulus. I just wanted to get rid of you. You were a very important Loomian to get rid of. And I couldn't even really magnify on it either. Landtorch comes back in. I mean, every single time there's a Landtorch, I'm going Luminon. There's no reason why I don't do that, because the thing is, I'm not afraid if he predicts Celesting. Oh yeah, Celesting. He still has one more. I don't know if it's Bonfino. I don't know if it's Banuki. I don't know who his last one is. All I know is that he is going to KO his Landtorch if he's not careful. He might just let his Landtorch go down because he doesn't need his Landtorch. He, objectively, does not need his Landtorch alive. But he's saving it alive. Okay, we know his last one now. And this looks pretty good for me, actually. I could actually set up with you. What can Danuki do? Oh, he could emulate, actually. He could emulate. So I want to actually... I think I just want to Thunderstrike. Yeah, let's Thunderstrike and just see what happens. I don't even think I need a Magnify here, because his Landtorch is so low, he just dies anyway. That in case he emulates. Doesn't quite catch the KO. He just Raging Tackled, KO'd himself. Nice! And yeah, he's really not looking good now. If he goes Landtorch, I Jolt it. If he goes Celesting, Celesting probably lives one hit. And probably also catches the outspeed, too. So, I do need a little more damage on Celesting. Or I just Thunderstrike. Residate will not KO. So, yeah, that's a lot of damage on Celesting. Might even catch the Oko, because this is a Phagenaut. And yeah! Phagenaut hits hard with the late game clean. My whole team chipped his team, and Phagenaut comes in late game and picks up the cleanup win. That is a pretty good first showing from Phagenaut, and I didn't even have to click a Magnify either. So, that worked out very well. Let's head into battle number 2. Battle number 2 with Phagenaut, and let's see what you have. That's another team with no Earth types, and even then, there's an Eleguana. I have Rant. Your snack's going to be a little tough, but I have stuff for your snack, so that's not the end of the world. A lot of electric resist is a problem. This actually is not the best matchup, because there are a lot of electric resist, and also an electric immunity in Ellie, but I can hit Ellie, which is not bad at all. He might not even bring Ellie. Although he might, actually. I don't know. I have a ramp, but even then there's a Leshent, and Leshent is kind of bad news for the team. For the entire team, too. Do I bring Solneka? Solneka is kind of a must-bring because there's a Leshent. Thing is, no, I gotta bring Doku for that. I gotta bring Doku. Who do I replace, though? I'll replace you. Even though you could be good for Leshent, you could also get by the Hunder attack, and I don't really have anything for Hunder. You outspeed, unless you're Boots Hunder, so I gotta watch out for Hunder a little bit. I'll lead with you for potential. Oh, I can't even flash and flee because of Leshent. I'll lead you on Zulong. No, I'll lead you on Zulong. No, I'll lead you on Zulong. I'm predicting the Zulong lead. Either Zulong or Dakuda. Oh, I didn't want it to be Hunder. Out of all the Loomians to come in, I did not want it to be Hunder. Despite that, though, if he Chili Chomps, I live. Oh, Vichoss, I don't live. I won't live that. Well then. Well then, that happened. That happened. And he just stayed in a Mega. That is quite possibly the worst possible start of all time. That was quite possibly the worst possible start. I kinda needed Solneka for Leshent. Now, how do I beat Leshent? Nah. Now he went Eleguana. And he still has Hunder alive. Yep, this is a horrible start. This is quite possibly the worst start you can ever have in a battle. I'll go Tata, but I hope he doesn't have Thunder Blast. Yeah, this is brutal. This is a bad start. I block Flash and Flee, though. I'm gonna have to make a comeback. Hopefully, it starts by throwing a poison on the incoming Leshent. It starts with an incoming poison on Leshent. Either that, or an incoming poison on Hunter. That's how this comeback starts. Or on your snack, too. Yep, on your snack. That helps. That helps. But I'm running out of options already. Because I don't have Flash and Flame. But I do get the poison on your stack, meaning he's stunned for later in the game. Probably going to baffle, so I know he has Leshent. There's no point in clicking Flash and Flame when I know he has Leshent. I just want to get slapped down. I would rather have this guy get slapped. Okay, he just baffled. Good. He just baffled. Okay. Now, is he going to go Leshent now, is the question. I just want to know if he has that Leshent. He goes to Kuda. For the incoming slap, I'm just going to go to Kuda and not think about it too much. Not the Kuda. I'm going to go Dokomori and not think about it too much. I did not have Icicle Traps on this. Venom Slash does not do that much damage at all. Yeah, it doesn't do damage at all. And I'm going to Baffle out. He stayed in Torrential Slash for some strange reason. No idea why he did that. No idea why he did that. But it gets Tata back in the game. What do you look at that? It gets Tata back on the game. Gets Tata back in the game. We also get to see if he has Leshent now. Okay, goodbye to Kuda. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye to Kuda. You're not surviving that. I guess he didn't want to take 2 hits from... I guess he didn't want to let his Your Snack take 2 hits. That was interesting. He did that intentionally because he has Leshent. He has Zulong. I'm gonna go Luminami, and I'm gonna click Flash and Play. I want to see if he has that Leshent. I don't think he's Zip-Zapping. Yep, he Fire Breathed. He made a bad play there. And I think he's stuck into a move. I think he's stuck into a move. So wait, he has Hunter, Zulong, Your Snack. Is his last one Leshent? His last one... There's Your Snack. Do I Magnify? Boy, Magnify could be so nice right now. But I think I'm just going to go Phagenaut. And I'm just going to try to break through Your Snack. And try to do as much as I can. Yeah, let's go Phagenaut. Because Your Snack can't catch an OHKO on me. What I want to do is I want to get a little damage with Thunderstrike before it baffles out. He's forced to switch. He is forced to switch. And he does. He didn't want to take a Thunderstrike. Instead went into Zulong. I mean, Flash and Flea was a legitimate threat, so I don't know why he did... That's a Quad Resist. What's with Quad Resistant moves doing a lot of damage today? Oh, so what is he going to click this time? I'm going to go back Luminami, because if he clicks Zip Zap, he pivots out. If he clicks Thunderstrike, I go into the other guy. I feel like he's special... I think he's Choice Locked. I feel like he's Choice Locked. That's why I'm going Luminami on a Zulong, because I feel like he's Choice. I feel like he's Goggle, so he's locked into a move. I just want to see if his last one is Leshent. I just don't think he has it, because he would have brought it in already if he had it. He would have brought it in already if he had it, is the thing. He would have brought it in a long time ago if he had it. And Your Snack's just taking a ton of chip. And I guess, keep getting Phagenaut back in the game. And this time, I am threatening potential Flash and Play. I'm still Thunderstriking. I'm still going to Thunderstrike, because if I can get that guy in range... Boy, this battle would be so much easier with Solneka. He just Shadow Sprinted. Why? Why? That's a lot of damage. Do you really want Phagenaut to go down? Do you really want Your Snack to go down? It's because he has Leshent in the back. That's why he's doing that. He has Leshent in the back. He's just trying to do damage. I don't get that decision. Yeah, I forgot Solneka's weak to metal. I was thinking he was gonna click. I was thinking he was gonna click the other move. There's Hunter, but I revealed Jolt. So goodbye, Hunter. Is he gonna switch again? Is he just trying to waste my energy? I have enough for another Jolt later in the game, and even then, I just flail Jolts. Yeah, so goodbye, Hunder. That's 2 KOs from the Phagenaut. Oh, I know his last one. His last one's Ellie. Okay, yeah, I know what he has left then. I mean, he had an electric. Why didn't he go into that? Ah, you don't get that at all. I'll go Dokomori this time. I'll go Dokomori. Yeah, Dokomori wins now. This might quite possibly the worst start. He had an Eleguana. He had an Eleguana. He had an Eleguana. I don't know why he didn't go into that. So yeah, I just click rant now. Rant, win. Or I go for a magnify rant. Yeah, that's a forfeit. Let's head into battle number 3. Alright, we're into the next battle with Tyrecks, and I have a confession I needed to make. So I battled Electric and Ja with the same Phagenaut, and they both had Tyrecks, and I think one of them also had Eleguana as well. So something I realized is that this Phagenaut isn't very good into the meta, because it loses to Tyrecks and Eleguana. So I dropped Magnify for Flash and Flee, so I could at least make a little bit of momentum against Eleguana if I see one. And I'm glad that I did that, because there is a Garbantus and a Yer Snack, meaning making the switch is actually a great idea, because look, there are actually no Flash and Flee amenities. So I'm glad I made this mid-showcase adjustment. So we're going to see how this goes. I just realized it's just not good into Tyrecks, and Tyrecks is just the most common Loomian right now, and I have other Loomians to beat Leshent, so I'm not worried about my Leshent matchup too much. There is a Luminami, which I do gotta be a little concerned about. I'll break you for that. Ooh, Joltooth is not very nice. So I can break you for it. Now, do I break Dokomori, Wintrix, or that? Wintrix can be dangerous, especially with Icicle Traps up. And there are nothing that can get rid of them either. Oh, but I want this, so I'm not completely dead to Joltooth. He's not leading Joltooth. He's not leading Joltooth. Yeah, he's not leading Joltooth. No way. Yeah, he's not leading Joltooth. I doubt it. Steady leads your snack, meaning I can actually go for the Icicle Traps early. The reason why I'm doing this is because it'll be so much better later in the game. I could have let Phagenaut too, because I could have had a good matchup in this stuff, but it's no big deal. He'll probably go Wobbless to set up hazards. He goes Venom. Oh, this is his... Okay. This is how he gets rid of hazards. Fair. This is how he gets rid of hazards. I don't necessarily have to swap into Venolin as well, because I didn't bring Doku. I didn't necessarily bring Doku, so yeah, I don't really hit Venolin too hard. It's not the end of the world, because I can still play around it. Did go for Rock Slide. I'm going to go for a little bit of momentum off the Venolin. He's going to go for a Muck Blast for some damage, or an Adaptive, which does nothing, because I am Shield on Luminami, which is actually very good. Poison does suck, but it's not that bad on Luminami. Is it sad I think Wintrix might be the best play? I could go Solneka and try to go for the setup. Or I can go into Fate. Do I try the Phagenaut play? I do not know. I don't know how to beat Venolin. I could set up a couple Magnifies and try to win with you. Or I can go to my own Phagenaut and try to go for a momentum play as well. I feel like that's the only way. I don't know how much I would do to this is the problem. I don't have anything that could actually force out the Venolin. So I'm going to have to play... If only I had Magnify. In this situation, Magnify would be very good. So what will do more in this situation? Rock Slide hits me super effectively. Still, though, it doesn't do that much. I do have Mud Spatter, thankfully, so I can click this move. This should... I hope this is a 2-hit. Not Heavy Shield. Heavy Shield all the way. Jesus. Heavy Shield all the way. That is just crazy how bulky that is. I want to at least... I at least want to try to break through this Venolin. Because if I can break through this, I'm looking actually very good for the rest of his team. I need to get Venolin... Okay, I switched him out. He's out. He's switched. He's complete Swishiano. Now he does go into Cephalops. I do go for a Mud Slide. It does get a little damage off. He's going to click Soul Drain because, yeah, nothing is... No, I can go Solneka. thing that's good about Soul Mecha is that, oh yeah, this is Nightlight, so Soul Drain actually does less damage. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Soul Drain will do less, because that does less damage. I go for the Luster Loot as well and get a little HP. I'm going for the HP because I think it is important. Oh, he is Rageful Plushie, isn't he? Oh no, he's Restrictive Item. That is Restrictive Shield, alright. That is 100% Restrictive Shield. Wow, that is 100%. Oh, I got Rageful up, though. Well, Ferroblast does... You gotta be kidding me! Really, Cephalops? Boo! Boo! Hey, went for the Pharaoh at least. Oh, please be a 2-hit KO on Venolin. Let Venolin go down, please, in 2 hits. That's a 2-hit KO. That's a 2-hit KO, I think. Just KO it. KO the Venolin. KO the Venolin. KO the Venolin. Phagenaut's looking amazing now. And I could save Soul Mecha for later, even though it's really not going to do anything anymore. That Frostbite really does suck. I'll just go for the Lightspeed Ray and break the tank. I don't... Actually, no, the tank's already dead, actually. If he doesn't priority me, I think I stay alive. He does have Quick Punch priority, meaning I'm dead. Well, that sucks. At least the other guy's dead. So, I mean, it worked out because I was able to at least get rid of a crucial threat. So, Phagenaut comes back in. I can go for the Flash and Flee to get at least 40% of your health. Maybe even more because Tank is dead. The tank is gone. He's going to go for the Baffle. Milkshake has been procced. He will go. I will go into Luminami. And he gets to go back into Cephalops for free. I should have went into Wintrix. I should have went into the Wintrix. I should have went into Wintrix. Although I know that he isn't goggled, meaning I think Flash and Flee might actually be free here. Yeah, Flash and Flee might actually be fine here. Because I underspeed. And I think I let the hit as long as it doesn't crit me. So I know he isn't the other item. So I could actually live that hit. Because I was from higher health before and lived. I know he's Restrictive Shield. Because, yeah, it does no damage. So, Tatab's looking very good here. The team is not looking so hot, though. I know Phagenaut isn't enough from this range because I know he is that restrictive item. I need to get a little more chip into Cepha. Yeah, his Cepha can win if he plays it well. Your Snack comes in, and yeah, your Snack gets to it KO'd. Either that, or I can go into Phagenaut and pivot again. And just pivot back into Tatab. I mean, I could KO it, but I don't want to get priority. I don't want to take chip on you when I could take chip on you. Because Phagenaut takes the hits a lot better. There's no reason to click Thunderstrike when a potential Garbantus exists. So I get free momentum into the Tatab. I could even go into the other guy if I want. Problem is, I don't want a free swap into Cephalops. He saves your Snack. Interesting. Joltooth? Boy, I'm so glad I made the Flash and Flee switch. This Flash and Flee switch is doing... This adjustment to Flash and Flee is doing wonders, and that's a critical hit. This mid-showcase adjustment is doing wonders right now. I'm going to go Wintrix. Hopefully force your Snack, because if every time your Snack's on the field, Phagenaut catches a KO. And we don't know if his last one's Garbantus. Cephalops comes back in. That's fine. He's just trying to get this in the game. That's what he's doing. So, we just Jetstream for damage. Yeah, we just Jetstream for damage. I don't know what he has left, so I just want to do damage. Yeah, that's the best play to make. Now he is in range for a... Thunderstrike from it. So, yeah, what can he do now against Phagenaut? Yeah, this hits very hard. I still don't know if he has Garbantus, but I'm not too worried if he has it, honestly. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, okay. Thunderstrike wins. Thunderstrike wins. Oh, God. Thunderstrike wins. It really wins now. Okay. Fun fact. Thunderstrike really wins now. I can just wait on the Yursnack. Yeah, I'm going to wait on the Yursnack. I mean, why not? Get my energy all the way up. And I'm not Flash and Flame. There's no reason to Flash and Flame. I just Thunderstrike, 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 Thunderstrike. He slaps down, gets rid of an item. No big deal. I mean, your stack does nothing into the Phagenaut. Even though I didn't face any Although Magnify would have been actually pretty good in this battle, because he actually did not bring Garbantus. But that's no big deal. I just Thunderstrike twice and we win. So yeah, goodbye, your snack. Those Icicle Traps proving to be really nice. And yeah, that is going to be an absolute domination from the Phagenaut. Boy, even though there wasn't a Tyrecks in that battle, that Flash and Flee switch mid-showcase was an absolute amazing idea. Magnify Secret Ability just doesn't work because most teams have a Tyrecks and Eleguana. And even if you have setup, there's Leshent as well, and Leshent can click Earthquake. So it's just a Loomian that doesn't do good into the meta offensively with Overcharge. Defensively, it does a lot better because Malware, Double Pivot, Provoke has a lot of flexibility, even though it is a lot more passive compared to the other Loomians. So, yeah, offensive Phagenaut is really good, just not good into the meta. But switching to Flash and Flea with Power Cuffs, 4 moves Power Cuffs, I think is definitely the way you should use it. Because if the Tyrecks does come in, you can now Flash and Flee off of it and get a little bit of offensive momentum. So, hope you guys enjoyed the offensive Secret Ability Phagenaut showcase, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!